Hi, Maddie. Can you hear the game and everything okay? Do I sound okay? Yay! We are once again shooting for the stars with some Super Mario 64. As we're jumping back in on that D. How are you doing this afternoon, Maddie? And look at you and your awesome 35 stream streak. Freaking crazy, dude. Maddie the Pudding, my #1 streaker. Hi, Dot. Of course, Dot comes over here on my table, even though she has been just chilling around the house, not paying any attention to me all day. Let's see here. What were we working on before? Oh, that's right. We were about to start the 8th world. Because we got every single star in worlds 1 through 7. Hi, Dot. This little fur ball. Then again, I haven't really sat down in the chair since I've been home, so she's probably ready for snuggles. Pretty normal today, a little sluggish, covered in slime, 4 noses, whatever. Salt kills me. Otherwise, alright. Now, where would we find level 8? That was level 7 right there. Nothing over here but a wall. A wiggly wall. Yep. The location for Shifting Sandland is actually hidden just on a wall. Yeah, best friend Kea and my best friend Ben. Tired. Nothing bad happened today or anything, I've just been tired. Barely slept. I actually wanted to start my stream early. I had this because I got off work a little early because it was I don't know, they just didn't have much for me to do. So they just told me I could leave 30 minutes early. So I had this idea of getting home since it was a little early and you know, oh, I'll start my stream at 6 and I took a freaking nap until 7:15. Interesting thing with those Shy Guys, if you jump on them, they'll actually spin you around and you can catch some air like that. And we got the first appearance of Pokies. You can actually give them some macaroni and knock one of their segments away. And if you destroy the head, it'll just take them out. And they have a blue coin, too. Nappa, you get Slappa. When Goku shows up for the fight against the Saiyans in Dragon Ball Z. Tired little mouse using a slice of cheese as a blanket. I can't do that, I'll eat my blanket. I just wake up freezing cold because I ate my cheese blanket. Though the idea of a blanket having the design looking like it's a big piece of Swiss cheese is super adorable. The plastic American cheese? Oh, okay. Toxbox. There's one safe spot you can stand with the tox boxes, which is the part outlined with the yellow caution strip there. Otherwise, they give you a big squishy. Kool-Aid Man ass face. Talons of the Big Bird. Hi, I'll prepare the cannon for you. Ready for blast off. Come on, hop in the cannon. You see, I actually really like that the Bob-omb buddies appear in every stage for the cannons, not just in Bob-omb Battlefield. There's our bird. Boom. You know, that usually I have much more of a hard time with this guy, but hey, you hit him and he drops. No, 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 no. Come on, depth perception. Shining atop the pyramid. Ooh, I love shining forests. Ox bounce. I always love the sounds that those cork boxes make when you, like, punch them. Why do they sound like that? It's like a freaking toy train or something. Yeah. I love throwing boxes. Rah! Ow. First we and then we... Okay, well fuck you then. Do I need to hop on the Fly Guy? Yeah, we about to hop on the Fly Guy Express. The best of the best, blessed with chest undressed to impress. You see, the thing with this quicksand here is this is the quicksand that makes you die. When you touch it, you die. Yeah. And these pillars are like really weird because you can just, when you run up them, you can just like do that. Shit, 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 fuck, 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 shit. Hey, you get back over here. I need to jump on your head. The sand also has the same kind of effect as the snow from like Kulkla Mountain, where if you fall from a great height, instead of taking the ouch, you will just kind of get wedged in it. Yo. Hey, I want to step on your head. Get back here. Love me a good wedge. This is the pyramid, which is objectively false because Pyra's never been mid for one moment in her entire life. Eh. Ah, fireballs! They didn't even bring the demon hipster chicks. Don't you fucking do it! It's interesting that, you know, slope physics don't affect Mario when his ass is on fire, but physics don't affect me when my ass is on fire either. Shit! Fuck, balls, and into the death sand. Man, I miss my freaking 60-something lives I had before. I'm known for your hot ass. I mean, I can't argue with you. It's a piece of baby cake. What? Funny, yeah, that is funny, but... Hey, just because it doesn't mean anything to me doesn't mean I won't utilize it to my advantage. Ow! Don't Goomba me. I think that's like the first time I've ever gotten hit by a Goomba in Mario 64. Maybe like once or twice when I first played it as a kid. Damn, homie just hit me and hopped into the quicksand. Fuck you too, buddy. And the second, yeah. I'm an innovator in the in the field of fucking up. There we go. Oh shit, I forgot this was in this level. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a Shelfari with me. Fuck. Why are you doing that? That's not how physics work. I don't know why I'm complaining about how physics work in a freaking Mario game, but hey, shush. Oh, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Fuck, shit. Oh. Damn it, I fell and died in the exact same spot. He's more like shitting Sandland the way that my freaking gameplay skills are fucking me over. Nosedived, too. Boing. The risky went up. Okay. Instead, I will resist the temptation of shell surfing and take the more logical approach this time. Come on. Hi, Gusty. How are you doing on this lovely... I guess it'd be Monday, kind of early in the morning for you. Stopped my pseudo-archaeology drinking game video for you. I feel so special. Oh my gosh. So, okay, it's still Sunday night. I am bad with time zones, but I am cute, so that makes up for any of my flaws. It's 2 a.m. and I can't sleep. It's okay, I will lull you into a state of relaxation by cursing loudly at a 30-year-old video game. Fuck shit! Hey, as advertised. That's entertainment on my right screen and horse game on my left. Are you playing the Umi Musumis? Hey, truth in advertising, okay? Oh, actual horses. Camera, why you do that? 1996 camera, why you do that? Okay, yes, I know this is based on the Japanese Shindo Pack Taiyo version, which technically came out in 97, but 6, 7, they're all the same, whatever. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why would you do that? Oh, which actual horse game are you playing? Back in we go. The Ranch of Rivershine, a cute little indie game, basically the same premise as other horse games of Save the Ranch, but with a little bit of magic involved. Magical horses inside the ancient pyramid. You know, I was actually mentioning it to Maddie the other day. I don't remember if it was on stream or if we were just having one of our normal yappings. But it is crazy to me how, like, horses were just a pivotal companion to humanity for thousands of years, and then it was then one day there was car, and they're just like, yeah, we don't need you anymore. I really like this music track. It's very mystical. The NPCs are drawn, they're so cute. Car mentioned Guru incoming, I would not be surprised. Big Squisher. Look, I can't hate this guy. Look how happy he is. He's like, this is somebody who loves their job. Why'd that coin do that? Look, I love the little hieroglyphs on the pillars. Mario, get out of the sand. Mario, get out of the sand. Okay, we got these little flat things. Horses are still very much companions in transportation methods. At least one island off the coast of Germany only allow bicycle and horse carriages as transportation. I mean, I guess my view is kind of warped because America is so aggressively car-centric, and like companies that for oil and automotive stuff will lobby against things like public transportation and bicycle paths. And I'm not, don't tell Guru this, but I'm not a huge fan of cars. But again, that's also coming from an American perspective where cars are something that's kind of forced down your throat. I never really get a chance to enjoy them as something cool or fun. I mean, Amish communities broadly stick to horse carriages and bicycle. I've seen you guys' roadmaps. It is atrocious. It's a fucking nightmare to live in. Upon 4 towers one must alight, then at the peak shall shine the light. You can't rhyme light with light. 0 out of 10, trash game. Like, walkable cities don't really exist. A little bit, but you have to be in a big urban area. Like Charlotte in North Carolina, or New York, or something like that, or like Atlanta. Like, those cities are walkable. But if you're even a little bit suburban, they're just like, it's designed for cars and cars only. Aside from calling an Uber, you cannot get public transportation in America in most rural or suburban areas. Each state basically has 1 to 3 if you're lucky, yeah. Ooh, we have another climby thing. Climbing. Climbing. Click, 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 climbing. I don't know why I'm referencing the song. It is actually a song I pretty strongly dislike. I mean, there are some songs I dislike because they're unpleasant, or because I don't like what they're trying to say. But there are some songs I dislike because, like, my ears are not happy hearing this. You know, fun fact, you do not have to justify not liking something. Sometimes I don't like it or it doesn't vibe with me. That's enough of a reason. A rolling squisher. Look how happy this thingamabobber is. Look at them. Just like, joy is in their heart that they get to roll around this pyramid. They actually have to have 4 paragraphs minimum. Damn it! I only had 3 paragraphs plus an additional 2 sentences. Ooh, where's Mario? There he is! Mario's gone. Where'd you go, Mario? Oh, there he is. Hi, Mario. Hello, Mario. You love German cities because the smaller the region, less likely you are to see cars directly in the city, at least where the shops are. The little shithole nor you the door. You sound like you really like it too. But I mean, I have seen enough of cities in Europe and a lot of places in Asia that I would probably like literally all of them more than most places that I've been to in the US. Granted, I still have vague memories of New York as a baby, because I distinctly remember my mom walking me around in a carriage and taking long walks through New York. So I think, like, even more the fact that I got to... God fucking damn it, I got smooshed. Flat. Pointing finger at viewer emoji flat. Yeah, I actually, I don't, this is not the kind of thing I bring up a lot, but I have a very, very good memory, which is sometimes unfortunate. But I do remember a lot of things about being a baby. It's decent. It's a plus for me in the fact that the architecture I love are... Fachverhauser? I probably butchered that, I'm so sorry. There are a lot of German words and concepts that don't seem to have English translations, which is weird for me. Weird to me. Because, like, freaking the word Schadenfreude is just used in English. There's just not a translation of it. They just use that word. If there's up when they have time, beautiful building style. I didn't even pay attention to what star that was. Stand tall on the 4 pillars. Okay. Oh, it's that weird poem that rhymed light with light. Still mad about it. Get back here. Actually pretty decent. You actually didn't swallow any syllables like I usually hear people do. I try to be attentive with pronunciation with languages I at least have moderate familiarity with. Except English, fuck that. But I do actually try. Okay, if I had infinity million free times and my executives were always functioning, I would like to speak Japanese, Korean, and most of the languages from, like, Greater Europe area. Like, I would like to speak French, German, and probably Italian at some point. But it's like executive dysfunction plus having to work a job and stuff like that. Okay. Standing here. Standing here. I'm standing here. I'm standing. Fucking damn fuck shit. Fuck balls. Darn it. The English language is just a verbal representation of the Old English Empire. Go around the world, take from everybody else, give them no credit, and call yourself the standard. We're going. Like a complex version of Tudor houses to me. Sounds about right. Like, I think one of my favorite posts I saw on Tumblr about that was, like, you know, like, Britain really started a war for spices, went all over the world, and then decided they didn't like any of them. Once again, I cut a worthless object. Cheap viewers, sorry, I only have the premium quality best viewers here. Another one that didn't show up for me. It's weird because the one that you slayed the other day didn't show up for me. Ooh, I'm in an elevator. Right? Tube. Jiggly tube. Liked and subscribed to my Jiggly tube. Whoa! Oh.
Who walk here? Who break seal? Wake, ancient ones. We know like light. We know like intruders. Now, battle! Hand to hand!
Gotta hand it to him. I mean, is it really a Nintendo published game if you don't fight a hand boss? Yeah. Get hosed.
What happened? We crushed like pebble. You so strong. You rule ancient pyramid for today. Now take Power Star. We sleep. Darkness.
Dang, imagine actually getting a good night's sleep. Maybe I should find an ancient pyramid somewhere. Free flying for 8 red coins. See, one of these is a butt face because it is all the way over here in the farthest corner of the map, highest room, tallest tower. And if you fuck it up, you can just fall right into the insta-kill quicksand right there across. Okay, since I'm doing the 8 red coins, should I go ahead and try to do the 100 coin star? I don't remember how obnoxious the 100 coin star is. Sure, why not? Let's do it. If it becomes too much of a pain in the ass, we'll just not, and we'll do it later. Realize you being in the Egypt-inspired level, what clicked off the Ancient Aliens React video about power tools in ancient Egypt? Very fitting. Hey, get back over here so I can kick you. Thank you. Okay. Actually planned it out. Ancient aliens that came to Earth to play Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64. Hey, get out of there, buddy. I need your blue coin. I kick you. I kick you, face. Wait, come back. Wait, come back. Yeah, okay, bye, I guess. Sailor V. Well, it's just going. Yeah, I'm not going into the insta-death quicksand to go catch it. Goodbye, Brown Cube. The Nintendo Brown Cube. Yeah. Hey, stop that camera! Camera, what are you doing? It's like this game's 30 years old or something. So I didn't make the jump. That means I do have another shot at the brown cube, though. Join Brown Cube in dirt forever. I mean, technically everyone's forever home is in the dirt. No. I mean, Maybe not, because, like, technically everybody who's alive is immortal and we don't have any proof otherwise. Took the liberty to send you the 2D NPC price for Silly Hearts game because the art style is so darn cute. Okay, let me take a look. That is, in fact, very cute. It's funny because, like, I think the boutique owner, Amelia, if I'm lining up the pictures with the names properly, is not too terribly different from what I look like in real life. I don't have big hoop earrings, though. But yeah, those are just adorable NPC sprites. It's a very cute art style altogether. Free 1-up, let's go! Fuck shit, that was the opposite of a 1-up. If this game would allow romances, I'd be dead from indecisiveness. They're all so pretty. Valid. I don't know, a lot of the games I play that do have romance options... You're looking like Dr. Chatter. Come back, come back, come back. You need a cash. Eat. Eat. Don't you run away from me. I need your coin. Okay, you see, the real source is we actually completely missed the, so we just need to throw it into the stone pillar. Boom, 2 coins. Come back. Baby, come back. I need all that money. Give me cash. Give me the cash. Boom. Okay. Surfing Safari, baby! Fuck! Homie really hit me with the tornado hold. Feel my power! Yeah. Made the jump that time. Here's the one in the oasis. I like the little palm tree. Now this birdie bastard will try to fucking steal your hat. Kick. That was a close one. No, no, no. Shit, I thought this was a throwable box, not a bouncing box. Oh, fuck. Rap. You know, let's just focus on the 8 red coins for now, and we can get the 100 coin star later when bouncing on it kills. I mean, if I have to choose a way to go. Just... boing, 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 boing. Ow, why would you do that? Camera, please. Camera, please. Thank you. Okay. Taken to the skies, eating some fries. I actually did have tater tots with my lunch dinner? I don't know. I don't really consider dinner, because like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, dinner's at like 5 or 6 in the afternoon. I'm like, really? That's really early. To me. All right, every cutie, grab your favorite sugar-free, caffeine-free beverage of choice. I got my water tumbler right here. That was a good sippy. Thank you, Gusty. Shit. Okay. Fun fact, a different version of these Tox boxes actually does show up again in Super Mario Galaxy. And Galaxy 2, but Galaxy 2 has a lot of stuff from Galaxy 1 in it. Not a bad thing, I'm just saying it does have that, so. Honestly, here's my, like, scalding hot take that a lot of people will probably disagree with. I love games with reused assets. Reuse that shit all day long, dude. And part of the reason why is because I think it's really fun when a game reuses assets, because it feels like you have a sense of continuity between games. Like, it feels like they take place in the same universe. Especially now, because graphics really haven't changed a whole lot since, like... Whoa, Mario. Mario, calm down. Graphics haven't really changed a huge amount. Since, like, PS4 and stuff. And also, I'm not a huge fan of every random game having, like, a fucking 5-year dev cycle. I mean, you know, I am very much in the mindset of, you know, take as long as you need to make the game. But, you know, like, I feel like something needs to be done management-wise to maybe not have games be scaled to be ginormous. Like, I would much rather play a game that, you know, is like 20 or 30 hours worth of content than one that's like 100 that comes out every 5 years. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Because I know, like, Tears of the Kingdom is a game that reuses a lot of stuff from Twilight Princess. Not Twilight Princess, okay. Breath of the Wild. Was that a reused asset? 64 stars, let's go. Well, we beat the game, guys. We got Super Mario 64. Mid not on the brain, I do. Can you blame me, though? I can't blame me. Pyramid puzzle. I don't remember this star at all. I've 100%ed this game like a dozen times. I don't know what happened with that Bob-omb and that Shy Guy, but I'm for it. I think I have to go in the pyramid for this one. The amount of shit Pokemon gets for reusing animation, like, who cares? It's primarily a kids' game, and a recent article in Japan said kids aren't getting into video games as much. Yeah, because of long dev cycles. So why Pokemon, arguably the biggest game franchise in Japan, has short dev cycles. Well, that's the thing is, like, you know, reuse those assets. Things don't have to be in super mega 4K ultra brain toast Vegemite shit. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm old, but I really do not give one singular shit if the assets are in 4K or whatever. I don't mind reused animations or models. You know, it's the thing is, like, most people playing games like long-running series like Dragon Quest, like Final Fantasy, are people who are in their, like, late 20s or older, because they had those games growing up when they were kids. But it's like, one of my biggest examples that's crazy to look back on. Okay. Final Fantasy 1 in 1987. Final Fantasy 2, 88. Final Fantasy 3, 1990. Final Fantasy 4 is 1991. Final Fantasy 5 is 1992. Secret of Mana in 1993. Final Fantasy 6 in 94, Chrono Trigger 95, Super Mario RPG in 96, Final Fantasy 7 in 97, Brave Fencer Musashi and Xenogears in 1998, Final Fantasy 9 in Final Fantasy 8 in 1999, Final Fantasy 9 in 2000, Final Fantasy 10 in 2001, and then Kingdom Hearts in 2002. Literally 15 straight years of a lot of overlapping developers putting out games. And, like, these are not small-scale games, either. The problem is, like, when development moved to HD, everything became so expensive, and a lot of, you know, multi-billionaire American companies pushed things so far into this, like, Hollywood movie direction. Banger after banger, from what I know, that's pretty damn accurate. Like, literally rock-solid bangers for fucking 15 straight years. Usually some hyper-polished bullshit, yeah. Standing on Stompy Guy. No, shit. Ooh, one up. Hey, turn around. Thank you. Dang, I can't, like, last stream I was up to, like, what, 60-something lives, Maddie? And now I'm, like, at 2? 2 of them. I don't know where you got those emotes, but I love it. Now, what am I supposed to be doing? I guess that's why it's a pyramid puzzle. Emote? Oh. Okay. Reminds me, though, what I do mind, that it becomes apparent to me as an artist if you, as an indie game developer, use generative AI for picture assets. I can also see that in the rest of your graphics because it looks like ass. Oh, yeah. Like, I definitely, get the whole thing about it, like, over-polished, and not that it's too quality, but rather over-polished, and it literally looks like this weird, smeary, over-shiny mess. It's hard to exactly describe, but it's like, even AI pictures that look convincing at a passing glance have this weird, over-smeary, I don't even know how to exactly describe it. That, and it's like, I've actually started to get a really big appreciation for little things like overlapping pin marks and stuff like that that are present in people's art. If you jump and hold the B button, you can hang on to some objects overhead. It's the same as grabbing a flying bird. Because, as we all know, grabbing a flying bird is a normal thing we all do in life. I mean, you gotta eat. Oh, wait, I think I'm starting to remember what this star is now. Okay. It's like, I remember the middle and end part of what I need to do, but I don't remember how to, like, where I need to go to start it. Yeah, just 3 free 1-ups in this pyramid, okay. Not that I'm complaining. I guess that's to counterbalance the insta-death quicksand. I recently watched a streamer I used to play a very heavily AI-generated game. They said they don't care about Gen AI used in image assets. The fuck? Planning to do fan art for this person, but they clearly don't have much... You know, okay, honestly, even if it weren't for the ethical ramifications of theft, the fact that these data centers are literally killing small communities. They suck up so much water. You know, they're literally ruining housing in a lot of communities. Like, if there's a data center nearby... Oop, oh shit, I got that actual secret 1-up. I always forget that's a thing. Oh, shit. But yeah, it's just like, you know, the artificial generated images and stuff like that literally do nothing good for anyone at any point. None of this quotation marks AI, like generative AI, does nothing good for anybody. It literally only exists for shareholders. So they can not have to pay actual humans and they can just steal. And the reason why it's being pushed so hard is because all these companies invested so much in it, and nobody likes it, nobody wants it, and it doesn't do anything good for anyone. But they're pushing it so hard and trying so hard to normalize it because they want it to be normal so they can not have to pay artists or pay anyone for any creative anything, and they can just generate infinity million everything for free so they can make everything more profitable. Because they don't care if what they put out is slop if people keep buying it. And their goal is probably to try to get it like microtransactions where there's a whole generation of people who just normalize it because they're used to it. Because to them, it's always been like that. Bonus points when your parents tell you not to believe everything that's on the internet and then share AI-generated videos. I am so glad my mom was not like that. Okay, I found 2 of the special secret puzzle things. Where's the other ones? It's like, don't trust everything you see from a human. However, you can... Oh, shit. Okay, we're good. But you can totally trust the environment murdering theft machine. That's the thing, though, is like AI is going to be one of those things like NFTs and all this other shit that it's eventually going to boil over and die because everybody fucking hates it. And it's already like, it hasn't even really been a thing for like a year yet. And it's already a buzzword for something that's shitty and low quality. A year ago, my dad showed me an AI-generated video of a diver removing a hook from a shark's mouth and tried to tell me it wasn't AI-generated and the shark at some point only had one gill. Unigill! Shit, shit, shit. Into the hidey hole. There's also, like, the combination of confirmation bias and the fact that, like, if you showed somebody you don't want to be wrong about it. Good old-fashioned loss aversion. Bubble is slowly bursting. Needed to happen sooner. Regulations on it. Well, I mean, that's the thing. The problem is the people who need to be regulated are the people lobbying not for not regulation to ever happen. Because the thing is, a lot of this is happening in the U.S., and the U.S.'s laws don't exist for people. They exist for corporations. That's why corporations can just lobby against something, even if it's something for the good of people. Because a lot of the consumer protections that most European countries have just don't exist in America. Yeah. Trust me, that's not even a name I want to think about. It's just like the most pathetic human being imaginable is somehow also the wealthiest. Which is like the most and least surprising thing at the same time. Okay, don't I need to jump down there for one of the secrets, I think? Yep, okay. It's coming back to me. Camera. Okay, no, don't get that star. That's going to end the level. I think there are 5 of the little secrets. The quickness every company started implementing AI you can't disable as soon as it became any sort of usable is telling on its purpose. Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay. The man that roleplayed as his toddler son on Twitter somehow has more power and money than the average person. I mean, like, that's the thing, is like he is a toddler. He's never had to ever worry about anything, learn anything, do anything his entire life. Hi. Okay, I think I need to get to those 2 steps over there. Mario Bussy, you are right, Maddie. Every time I do a Google search and see an AI overview, I'm like, fuck off. I don't know if how it would work in German. But I know in English you can type -AI in a Google search and it won't show any of that. Fuck. We're fine. How are you doing today, Guru? You know, Maddie mentioned, I mentioned a car, I think, and Maddie was like, oh, car mentioned Guru's gonna be here soon. And there you are. Showed up just in time to piss. She's a piss girl. Baby, don't you miss, girl. And you know that would be a crime. It does work. Yeah, it's annoying that you have to do that anyway. Because it's like, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I wish I could go back in time, but holy fucking shit, if I could just, like, warp Digivolve to 2018, it's not like I would want everyone to get younger or go back to who they were back then, but just, like, the state of internet things. Can I, like, turn Google back into, like, its 2018 self or something? And also turn the economy into what it is, something closer to that, anyway. Okay. Looking for reference images for animals, and it's flooded with AI images. Sometimes not even the same animal, though. There's a way to show results prior to a certain... Only show results prior to a certain year. Yeah, that definitely helps. Well, I mean, like, even without AI bullshit, so many of Google's search things are broken, and it'll just show you, like, something not even marginally related to. It's like, because obviously, you know, Google owns YouTube, and one of the things that bugs the hell out of me is, like, you'll search something on YouTube, and it'll have, like, people also watched this, and it's completely unrelated to what you searched, and I'm like, well, yeah, of course people watched it. It's a video on YouTube. That's how this works. Okay. God fucking damn it. I feel like to summon me, you have to either... Oop. You have to either Eurobeat CDs, an Initial D image, toy cars, and Bara porn. Why not all of this? We just need to bring back this funny little thing called a guillotine. Right? Considering the current events, guillotine used on the wrong people. Oh no, we'll find a way. We're gonna have no neck November. To humbly introduce the Czech tradition of defenestration. Fuck! Ow, I got squishied. No, neck! Don't break your phone! Put that on a t-shirt. Okay, I need to get to those little platforms, but I keep fucking it up. It was a clip art of a t-shirt done. You go for it. It came off a little sarcastic. I didn't mean it that way. Like, actually go for it. That sounds amazing. So I'm trying to Super Mario my 64s right now. I'm locking in. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. How did I miss that? Oh my god. You should have just let me land there because I'm cute. Don't let the straights have the guillotine. Ow. Why are you squishing me? Mario's gonna get in the shower and find sand in his vagina. Ow. Also need to remind blue-collar workers how many there are of them and how little white-collar workers there are, and just see what happens. You know, it is really weird that America specifically has this... Well, I mean, I know it happens everywhere, but especially in the US, this, like, weird culture of putting wealthy people on some kind of pedestal. Because there are so many celebrities whose only claim to fame is being wealthy. Like, maybe this is just the neurodivergency showing, but I do not know why anyone would want to live a wealthy person's lifestyle. I mean, I do get the idea of, you know, not having to worry about bills and groceries and all that stuff, but it's like... Something like having your own private jet or having people living in your house taking care of your stuff and cleaning for that seems like a huge pain in the ass. I can clean my own damn house. Damn. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. Locking in. Kardashians became famous is beyond me. Like I said, they're just conventionally attractive and wealthy. Fuck! Houses are the size of malls, though. I would not want to live in a house the size of a mall. I just need a house big enough to where I can have my kitchen and a bedroom and an office and the PlayStation room and the Nintendo room and the Xbox room and the Sega room. I could probably put Sega and Xbox in the same room, honestly. Oh, and probably a room just for like computer stuff, and then another room for like legacy stuff, and another room for my 90s toy collection. So I don't need that many rooms. No, jokes aside, I really don't know why anybody would want a house that size. That seems like a nightmare. A homestead with enough room for all your friends, grow your own food, and also a horse stable for our transportation. I feel like I'm a bit too executive dysfunction-y to ever care for horses, but I don't mean care for as in like, oh, I don't care about that. I mean like the hard work, care, and effort that it takes to raise them and properly care for them. Because I would never want to take on an animal I couldn't properly care for, because that's another life, and their life is just as important as mine. But if their life is in my hands, then, like I said, it's irresponsible to just treat them like a fun thing to own. Whether it's a horse or a cat or a dog or anything. Actually, evil at houses that size exist and are occupied by 1 to 3 people. Yeah, it's... like, why? Okay, come on. Yeah, we did it! I just had to squinkle my squishy. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like your... Yeah, you get it. Okay, so I just gotta follow the sound stream. Follow the stream, everybody! Parts that freak me out the most is dealing with the hooves. I don't know, I guess if you grew up around horses and you were used to them, it wouldn't be that big a deal, like, you'd know to be cautious. Here we go! Well, I mean big rock-hard stompies. You could literally break your bones. Okay, let's go for that 100 coin star. Okay, so the plan is to use all the regular coins out here in the regular, like, outside area, and then we'll go in the pyramid last and get the 100 coin star in there. I hate admitting I like eating horse because you get the lecture of, but horses are friends. Yeah, I've had one or the other horse and pony step on my toes. Seems like something you could easily mess up. Horses are way stronger than even I can recognize. Sure, if I knew what I was doing, it wouldn't be so bad. Also, one of these rich people-sized mansions is like, that's a completely different story if you have like, 15, 20 people, all living together, whether it's a homestead or if it's family. That makes sense to have a big old house. That's why a lot of farmhouses were so big, because you had like, mom and dad, all the kids, grandpa and grandma, just all living together. As long as you don't say that when the conversation about horses pets is fine, because I've seen it too often where some idiot just... Not just about horses, but it's not a dog, like, yummy, blood sausage. And I mean, like, cleaning the hooves, all the things surrounding horseshoes. It is kind of crazy to me that, like, proper horse care is just nailing fucking pieces of metal to their feet. Which, like, yeah, I know that's supposed to do that. It's actually good for them to have that, but it's still, like, crazy as hell to me. Just the fact that that's a concept. Properly trained horses have learned to lift their hooves either on command or with a light touch to the leg. Yeah, that's another thing. I feel like if you're not familiar with horses, you can kind of lose track of the fact they are very intelligent animals. And they all have... It's funny, I accidentally did that other star again. And they all have their own personalities and quirks and stuff. Really just like anybody. Oh, okay, whew, I thought I was over the insta-kill quicksand. Why would you do that? I'm okay. For horses, you'd always have a farrier, and not every horse has horseshoes. Do some of them have, like, little horse stilettos? Now, I'm actually just jealous of animals in general, because they can just effortlessly exist, and they're just naturally beautiful and perfect. You can say that for any animal. It's a shame for animals like horses that are trained to be domesticated. We take advantage of that. Same for fishes. Easy to forget they have personalities. Don't you caw at me, you fucking hat-stealing bastard. Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, we good. We living. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Lick. I am going through a lot of effort for 2 coins. Ass in the sand. Oh, Jesus, fuck. I got a sandy busty and then I got blown. Mario, what are you doing? Okay. Got the 5er. Working part-time at the 5 and dime. My boss was Mr. Magoo. Whoa, bounced off the invisible wall there. Coins, 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 where are you? Give me the cash, give me the cash. Yo, where's my money, man? Where's my fucking money? Mario, what are you doing? Get the money. Damn it! Yeah, that was a waste of time. Shit. Okay, wait, there's a pokey. Okay. You fucker! Oh, you... Oh! Yo, my queen! Why are you all the way up there? Come here! Oh, fucking God. Give me a lap dance to the sand. You bitch, hat-stealing, shit-faced fuckball. I don't think I like you very much. Mom's side of the family's raised horses and ponies in the past. And they sound like handfuls in both funny and frustrating ways, which is fine. But it's an animal, can only minorly hurt you, but horses can do damage even if you do most things right. I mentioned it sadly got overlooked. America has the rich to worship, but imagine having to feed the royal family. Not scared of horses specifically, just anxious. Shit! No, you don't. Oh, owie. I got smooshed. Wait, is there another Goomba I can coin? Hell yeah! Okay. Okay, let's go into the pyramid and hope I can get more than 50 coins in there. Still angry that I fucked up that blue coin. Did I tell you that I did pick up horse riding in at private positions? I think you mentioned that before, but I'm glad to hear it. And say it as many times as you want to. Okay. Well, okay, goodbye, I guess. Come on. Get over here. Give me the cash. Give me the cash. Where'd you go, Goomber? Oh, there you are. Oop, blue coin block. I completely forgot that was here. Okay. Step on you. Big money dollar. Okay, where does this spawn, though? That's the part I need to know. Where are they? Oop. Okay, that helped a whole lot. Hell yeah. Need to go back soon, but the weather's been less than ideal. To get back on the old mare with the frozen ground. Yeah, I understand that. Ridden on the back of a horse for like 10 minutes as a kid. On that part, if I was around them, learning them, I'd probably not feel the anxiety. Anxious isn't a very good thing on the back of a horse. -2 Celsius, yikers. You see, while I prefer that I wish Americans would just learn like the global standards and metric systems and stuff for most stuff, I like Fahrenheit as a temperature system, specifically because if it's 69 degrees, that means it's a nice day. I think I've mentioned this on stream before, but I remember seeing like it wasn't in my thing, it was a clip on like YouTube or something. But whoever was doing the title cards for the weather thing, you know, it was like the middle of spring, and like they actually got away with having like, it was like, oh, you know, one day's like 68, you know, sunny, you know, 67, sunny, you know, and then on the day that it was 69 degrees, they actually put nice. And it's just like, I think Seventh was in the chat when I mentioned it before, and he's like, you know, at that point, you just retire, you've already won. You actually pulled that off. If it was 69 anywhere else, that would be a problem. Because I think somebody had like the 2 SpongeBob memes. You know, the one where like one's screaming and the other's completely relaxed. And it had like the monster coming out as like, you know, 77 degrees. And like the screaming one was, you know, or the relaxed one was America, and the screaming one was anywhere else in the world. Nice. Hi, Seventh. Well, I summoned you too. Amazing. But how are you doing on this lovely Sunday evening? We're Marioing some 64. I've actually gotten this main stars in Shifting Sandland here already. I'm just doing the 100 coin star. His magic power is super summon. I summon incredibly cool people. No matter Celsius or Fahrenheit, beats a day being 420, you know, fair enough. Just the days when American metric system used to matter to me because I barely remember any of the conversions. I mean, I'm so used to them, but there are certain things, like, especially with length measurements, like, hell yeah, we got the star. Spread the 420. I'm sorry, chat moves fast. Okay. 420 will be blazing. Once again, Maddie is in here being funnier than me in my own stream. Oh wait, I actually have to like do something and get out of here, huh? See, that's the one downside of collecting a 100 coin star when you're not here to collect one of the regular stars, is now you just have to like go do something so you can leave the level. And I can click exit level, but I feel like that'll bring me back to the pyramid every time I start Shifting Sandland again. Is there even a star I can grab? Because I think all the ones in the pyramid require, like, effort and shit. I can't just walk up to one. Oh well. Sailor V. Goes. Did you guys see the Zesty American Olympian? I don't like talking about the Olympics, but I need y'all to be aware of this Zesty player. Okay, shit, I think I can go fight downstairs. I think I've been able to fight downstairs Bowser for a while now. Reacting to the star power, the door slowly opens as the camera hits the railing and jiggles. Yeah, the Olympics kind of lost me after they stopped letting Mario and Sonic compete. Wiggly wall! Into the wiggle wall! Bored Bowser's sub. Say that again? Don't either, but the brother won't stop talking about it. Yep, you have course number 9 here, Dire Dicks. Charge. This shark's face kind of reminds me of the sharks with the punch gloves from Super Mario Land 2. It's weird because, like, the shark with the boxing gloves appears on the freaking cover of Mario Land 2's art. Fish. But I think it's in, like, one level in the entire game. I mean, it is a cool enemy design, but, like, damn. Like, they had AI yeah, that's bullshit. Like, you're the fucking Olympics. You can hire a goddamn artist. Oh no, like Mario Land 2, like Mario Land 1 and Mario Land 2 just like went incredibly hard on the box art, and I love it. I love cartilage fish. I love cartilage. Keeps my bones from boning each other. Olympics is a small indie project, Kea. How could I forget? Honestly, now that I think about it, Wario Land Super Mario Land 3 also has some pretty rockin' box art. Of course, I feel like part of the reason is also that, like, the Land games didn't really have their box arts changed from the Japanese releases. Because, like, all the Japanese Mario games had really full, gorgeous art. But for whatever reason, like, for the American box arts, they would just, like, isolate the image of Mario and put nothing else. You know, it's like Japanese Super Mario Bros. 3. Oh, this awesome scene with all the Koopalings and Luigi and Peach and everything happening. And, like, the American Super Mario Bros. 3 box art. So, hey, I hear you like fucking YOLO. Ever forget them to shutting down the Akira opening for the 2020 Olympics in favor of the Final Fantasy parade? We had the Final Fantasy OST, but we could have a kick-ass Akira opening. He's a star. What kind of rocks? You kind of rock. Not kinda, you totally rock. Okay, now that we boarded Bowser's sub, we can actually go into this room. Backflip. This is Bowser in the Fire Sea. I'm all metamorphic. Oh, this bitch again. Yeah. Get out of here. Why would you do that? That is very mean. Yeah, that's what you get, bitch. Don't. I think I mentioned it before, but with those refill hearts, if you run through them, it'll restore some of Mario's HP. And if the faster you run through them, the more HP they restore. They do a little spin animation, too. The game very nicely usually puts them over, like, really obnoxious places or places you can fall from. Interesting. Which part? I'm sorry, you know, like, I say a million things an hour when I'm on stream. Okay, I do that when I'm not on stream, too. What am I talking about? Actually played a Mario game outside of Kart, so this is... Oh, yeah, I forgot that. I'm sorry, like, Mario has been such a formative thing in my life that I forget that it's not, like, a universal experience. I just assume, like, you know, you get popped out the womb, and it's like... You know, like, as soon as you move on from step 1, which is sucking on titties, then it's like, here's an N64 controller, play Super Mario 64. So it's funny that I mentioned that. In full honesty, Mario Brothers on Famicom was my first game based. I love the original Super Mario Brothers. I'm pretty much guaranteed at some point I'm going to play all of the NES Marios and Super Mario World. And we will be getting all 96 exits in Super Mario World because I'm just like that, TM. Platformers are never truly my thing. I played a few exceptions, mostly because I like the premise, the characters... Yeah, it was bad. It's okay. Is that I wasn't born good at platformers. I've just been playing this game for literally since it was new. I was tiny little ooh baby. But no, I've mentioned it before on here, but I have loved video games since I was old enough to comprehend how to video a game. And I'm very happy and fortunate that my mom nurtured my interests and let me pursue them. Me amazed my mom and she was good at it. Played Sonic Colors, Drawn to Life, which will haunt me for the rest of my days, and Liar Princess. I really want to get Liar Princess. It actually just released for Steam, or it's not going to release for Steam in March. It was PS4 and Switch only before. Yeah, that game looks cool as hell. I do want to play that sometime. And Sonic Colors is amazing, so... Oh yeah, I will absolutely let you know. Speaking of things that you want to watch me play on stream, I really need to finish Jak and Daxter. I literally am at 91% completion, and then, like, that was, like, 2 months ago, and I haven't gotten back to it. I'm so sorry. I really kind of messed up in October, because I was, like, I got a little too ambitious for my britches, and I should not have tried to play a bunch of new games that early into my streaming career. I'm probably being a little too candid about this, but oops. I'm just like that. Yeah, I'm gonna play on all of them. I want to play Daxter also. I'm probably gonna buy the PS5 version of Daxter so I don't have to use an emulator for it. Burning my ass. Burning my ass. Hit me with the style saying I love watching my brother play that game. That's right, Guru. I don't think I've streamed Jak since you started watching my streams. That's crazy. Gonna play them in chronological order? Yeah. Kinda. Okay, I'm gonna play Jak 2 before Daxter, because even though the game Daxter takes place chronologically before Jak 2, I feel like you need to understand Jak 2 in context to understand why the game Daxter is the way it is. So I'm probably gonna go Jak 1, Jak 2, Daxter, and then 3. Love the visuals. It tickles my brain. Okay, there's spoiler like yeah, that's what I figured is like that's why you don't play prequels first. That's why you try to like it's better to go in release order instead of chronological order because usually okay, prequel is not just something that chronologically comes before another part of the story. A prequel is a word that gets misused often because as much as people like to joke about Borderlands calling their prequel game Borderlands the pre-sequel, that actually does properly explain what a prequel is intended to be. Because, like, Dragon Ball, for example, is not a prequel to Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball came out first. And a lot of prequels spoil the things they're a prequel to because a prequel is, in its own essence, a sequel. It's just a sequel that takes place earlier in the timeline chronologically. So the pre-part is for the fiction, but the quel part is because it is actually a sequel. I just fucked myself. God fucking fuck shit, fuck balls, darn it. Naughty Dog would get off the long, anemic cow that is The Last of Us and do something with their older series. Well, they really don't do anything with The Last of Us. They just keep polishing the first 2 games slightly more. The Last of Us 2 Part 2 Extra Depressed Edition. Like, how did I miss that red coin? God damn it. Yeah, Naughty Dog did the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games, Crash Team Racing, Jak and Daxter 1 through 3, Jak X, Uncharted 1 through 4, and then The Last of Us 1 and 2. Yeah, Naughty Dog actually used to make cool games. Fuck. Oh, Naughty Dog actually also did develop the Uncharted spin-off game, Lost Legacy, as well. Who's dumb enough to watch the prequel first? So many people. Like when the Star Wars prequels first came out in '99, everyone was like, ooh, new Star Wars fans are so lucky because they can watch all of the episodes in order. And I'm like, no. You will ruin 4, 5, and 6 if you watch the prequels first. People who don't know what a prequel is, yeah. That literally, yeah. You see, you have no idea how rampant the whole thing is about in-universe chronological order instead of release order. Like, you think, yeah, it is dumb, but people do that so much. Where is this goddamn fucking last coin? You know, it's a really good thing I don't try to monetize my videos on YouTube. I'm gonna cry. What did I do? We're doing it all from the top. We're cooked. You know how almost typed we're cocked. I mean, that would be the better outcome. Also, there's this kind of, it's not exactly a nice restaurant, but it's not really a fast food chain either, in the US called Cookout. And we recently started getting them around where I live. Recently, it's been like 10 years ago. You know, in the 2010s, we started getting them, and the way their sign is done, it has a spatula like flying through the whole logo. And so it's like the logo is broken up in the middle, and my dyslexia so many times has read the logo as cock out. Like, damn, I'm going to eat there for sure. Stories I write have a chronological order and then an order I feel would be most enjoyable. And not the same thing. Yeah. Spicy club called Cocked Out. Okay. Grabby coin, that's 2. Oh, you bastard. I bet that's the one I missed. Why would you do that? Why would you be... Oh, okay, I know. Yeah, this one's up. This one's up. Give me that wump. Who's the us? The gay club called Gazer Us. That's the one I missed last time. That's devious and diabolic. It's diabolical. The friends we made along the way. Wow. Fun fact, the used for everything famous quotation marks anime WoW is actually a sound clip from Sexy Parodius. I burned my ass. It's the best way to English in a non-English country with Sexy Parodius. Honestly, though, English from non-native English speakers is almost always exponentially cooler than English spoke like regular English. And also, you guys are not like having a weird like perception or dyslexia moment. The layout of the stage actually is compressing and expanding up and down. It actually is doing that. Shit. And it's not a bug or an error, it's designed to do that intentionally. It's part of the level design. That is a massive compliment, personally. Even though I know you don't really do it in conversation that much anymore, Gusty, your old signature, ha, still lives rent-free in my head, and I even say it sometimes in, like, response to things. Ooh. Hey. Okay. Spin it a heart. Ooh. Now, one thing I love with Super Mario 64 is the controls. Even though it's like one of the first 3D games, they're really refined and you can do a lot. Because I know it looks like I'm pulling off a lot of moves, but they're actually not too difficult and they usually only use 1 or 2 buttons. You can even breakdance. Because, like, for the main buttons, you only have to worry about jump and attack, and then crouch. And, like, for example, if you crouch and jump, you do a backflip. You have a punch with, like, your attack button, and if you hit it 3 times, you'll do a combo. And if you jump and crouch, you can do a ground pound. And it's one thing I love about it, because, like, you really only have a few simple actions, but it's all, Okay, wait. I have 7 coins again. Did I miss a different coin this time? I'm gonna cry. Why is it like this? And now I'm burning my ass. Said it before, but now my signature to me spawner name is like, it's my name. What do you want? So tough. Not your toasted cheese. I think I know which one I missed. The backtrack through the whole fucking level, because I'm just like this. This is it, guys. 4 hours of me streaming 1 red coin in Bowser in the Fire Sea. It's your average Game Grumps episode, so I can handle it. I try to be a little better than that. No offense, the Games McGrumperson. His vagina's gonna be glass at this point. The glassassi. Literally shattering your hymen. Fun fact, that's not actually supposed to break, you're just doing it wrong. The Glossy. The Red Sea, the Dead Sea, but no Redemption Sea. Camera, 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 thank you. Looks at map, the Red Sea, looks inside, it's blue. Apparently, I'm colorblind. You're colorblonde. Where is this last fucking coin? Really, really, really me. The fucking easiest one in the damn level. Ah! It's fine. We're fine. I'm doing fine. How are you guys doing today? Because I'm fine. Also, the Switch version has little controller rumbles while you're like climbing the scaffolding like that. It's really neat. They're really subtle too. Prepping for my in-game baby horses. Wonder when it was named. The color of the sea has been compared to the color of wine, so that's why it's called that. Well, I mean, like, new colors were kind of sort of invented. Not exactly like, you know, things didn't suddenly start being different colors in the world, but more like for example, orange was just called a kind of red for the longest time. That's why people with orange hair are called redheads. So the color actually is named after the fruit. So red used to be a much more diverse color. I think in Japan, green stoplights are called blue lights because in Japanese there wasn't a word for green. It was just a shade of blue for a long time. It's interesting to me that green and red kind of share that history across two different languages, being that they're opposite ends on the color wheel. One thing I saw was something with the meaning of red algae blooms. That's interesting. Into the star void.
Pestering me again, are you, Mario? Can't you see I'm having a merry little time making mischief with my minions? Now return the stars. My troops in the walls need them.
Whoa. Homie getting literally tilted. Kind of hit me with that breath that is possibly of fire. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like Chasing Tail. Best Breath, absolutely. Breath of Fire. It's an awesome game. You know that you should play. You should play Breath of Fire. Hey, Breath of Fire 1 and 2 are literally on Super Nintendo NSO, you know. Spin, spin, spin. If only Bowser could make mischief with me. Bye-bye. Get hosed.
Ugh, can it be that I've lost? The power of the stars failed me. This time. Consider this a draw. Next time, I'll be in perfect condition. Now, if you want to see your precious princess, come to the top of the tower. I'll be waiting.
Not talkative today. I'm like waist deep in a 12-hour Persona 5 session. Oh, 100% valid. Trust me, you are in no pressure to yap it up. That's my job. And once again, that's totally valid. Because Mom and I played through Persona 4 together, and there's something she would call Persona time, where it's like, you can just sit there for like 8-9 hours, and it's just like, you feel like you've been playing for like 45 minutes. Random game trivia. Okay, I'll do 2 of them. One of them is going to be a rerun that I did like really early on with my streaming. And then another one will be one that I haven't mentioned before. For the rerun one, in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, there is an unused model for an Arwing from Star Fox 64. When you actually implement it into the game with like a Game Shark or whatever, it will actually have the same like patterns as the dragon boss, I think Volvagia. So it's theorized that the Arwing was implemented into the game during testing to kind of get Volvagia's like animations and stuff properly. And the new one is that in the Japanese release of Jak 2, Jak actually has a design closer to his design from Jak 1 for your first playthrough of the game, and you can't actually unlock the original like American Jak 2 design with a goatee until after you beat the game. Yeah, in the Japanese version of Jak 2, Jak does not have his goatee for your first playthrough. Also, one weird thing going back to the Jak games is that they're from that weird era where Western developed PlayStation games would have X as confirm and triangle as cancel. He's only 17, and he looks a full 24 years in Jak 2, so it makes more sense. It's funny because this isn't a diss on Jak 2 or anything. It's just so funny how suddenly edgy everything is. It's just like, this is our happy-go-lucky protagonist from our bright, colorful platformer game.
But then he got sent 500 years into the future and was tortured for 2 years, and now he's gonna kill.
But it makes it even funnier that Daxter is exactly the same character despite the completely different situation. And it's even funnier because Daxter, his character and his design do not fit in at all with the world of Jak 2 on purpose, and that makes it even better. Whoa, 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 do not suck me. Never thought I'd say that in my life. Ow! I got sucked to death, you guys. Jak 2 took inspiration from GTA. Yeah, I know. That's honestly my least favorite thing about it, and the thing I'm looking forward to the least. I generally don't think the GTA gameplay loop is very fun or interesting. Not the worst way to go out, I suppose. Fair enough. Okay, come on. I mean, Daxter had a much more chill time during those 2 years being transported to the parallel world. Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. It's just like, I feel like Daxter shines more as a character in the later Jak games because the world around him is less wacky, but he's still wacky, so he balances it out better. Come on, grab that chest. Grab that chest. Grab the chest. Oh, clip the camera through the floor. This is a game for the 64. Come on. Okay. Chest grabbed. I don't remember what order to do these in. I guess I'll electrocute myself and find out. Okay, that's number 2. How many are there? Are there 3 or 4? I don't remember. I guess 3. I don't see another one. Okay. Okay, try not to get sucked this time. Come on. Okay. Nope, that wasn't it. Fuck. Oh, there we go. Okay, there must be a 4th one somewhere that I missed. Yo, we're at 6-7 stars, you guys. Almost missed that. My brother had an American copy of Jak 2 because I remember him hating the goatee. Honestly, not super fond of the look either. But it's like, it's fine. I don't hate it or anything. Like, I do like the different proportions with the eyes and stuff. I feel like that works better with the revised art style. But yeah, I don't think the goatee was the look, but it's not like a deal breaker. Same in the European version, only found out recently he's supposed to be 17 in the game. No, it's like specifically, I think, the Asian market versions where you have to unlock the goatee after beating the game. Also, in the Japanese version, you can't actually kill civilians, which I prefer. Because I do not like being able to hurt NPCs in a town. I feel like that's stupid. But again, it's because Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. Hooray. On the shark? Why would you put it on the shark? Alright. It made my sister's life so much easier playing the game. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe I'll just get a freaking ISO for the Japanese version. I think you still have the option to play it in English. I might as well just get it and find out. Americans aged differently back then. I mean, I don't know. I went to school with some guys who could have had like a full beard at like 14, so. Sounds horrible. I'm. Yeah. Oh, also, don't go into that black square. That's a trap. That'll spit you out in the moat in the castle. It'll take you all the way out of the stage. Like, it doesn't kill you, it throws you out in the moat in the castle. Yeah, Bowser's submarine's gone after we cleared the Bowser in the Fire Sea. I guess he was also Bowser in the regular sea. Which star am I doing? Pole jumping. Okay, we're doing the red coin star. Mario's hitting the pole once again. Should I try to do the 100 coin? I don't feel like it right now. I missed the jump. I missed the jump again. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe that's not how you get up there. A sign. Sometimes, if you pass through a coin ring or find a secret point in a course, a red number will appear. If you trigger 5 red numbers, a secret star will show up. Ooh. Bright side is that my husky voice didn't get teased by American classmates. I don't know if I consider your voice particularly husky. I think your voice sounds great, though. Baby horsies are here, and it looks like a lot of his paternal grandma. Both of his parents have a similar coat color, and the other's a carbon copy of his mom. She's a carbon copy of her mom. As someone who is also a carbon copy of my mom, I approve. Yo, give me that pole. Ah, thank you. Wait. Depth perception, why would you betray me like this? Voice is considered deep. I mean, like, I kind of get it, but why be annoying about it? Maybe I'm biased, but I think that a lot of deeper feminine voices are incredibly attractive. Not all of us are born to sound like Cardcaptor Sakura. Depth perception, more like death perception, because it's the bane of my existence. Mood, TVH. Wait a minute, shit, there's a... God fucking damn it. I'm very good at video games, you guys. I promise. I have to agree there. See? Granted, like, generally, 7th takes are correct, so... Jealous because my big fat balls dropped before they did. I mean, ovaries are actually larger than testicles, so, you have bigger balls than any assigned male at birth person you know. Jessica Rabbit's considered one of the most attractive characters in media. Although it's interesting because the voice actress, her normal voice doesn't sound like that. She actually makes her voice deeper to get that, like... I mean, hell, Rouge the Bat, another character who's famous for being sexy. She's got, like, the deeper voice to the point where some people complain about, like, Rouge's more recent voice actress, aside from not being a wonderful person, like, does her voice too high. Ugh, patience. All the voices are mine too deep. So we are back in the mine. Alina, Sonic Adventure 2 and Anime Rouge. I remember her voice being slightly pitched in that game. I mean, honestly, it's kind of the same thing with, like, My Valentine / My Kujaku in Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. Though, you know, I will say, even though I'm not a big proponent to changing characters' names for localizing stuff, unless their name's something that really does not work in another language, I feel like Mai's last name being changed to Valentine was just so perfect. Oh, did you mention My Valentine? Me about my breasts. You know, there's this weird mandala effect. Also, Gusty, it doesn't bother me as much in Pokemon or Phoenix Wright because almost all the character names are supposed to be puns. And the puns just don't translate if you don't understand the language, so... Well, that and I know a lot of the Japanese Pokemon character names are also based kind of on the language of flowers. And how can I hate playing Pokemon in a language that gives Lickitung the name Schlurp? Guzma being named Bromley? Okay, that's weird because he's Guzma in most other languages, isn't he? Why would you do that? I mean, it's weird because the Pokemon names are good, but I feel like they really dropped the ball with the character names in German from everything you've told me. I was offended by the name changes in Yu-Gi-Oh! They flow really good. I mean, like, some of them I feel like are a little bit better. Maybe because I'm biased from growing up with the English dub of the anime. But Weevil Underwood and Rex Raptor are just really fucking good names. I mean, Dinosaur Ryuzaki does have, like, the Ryu pun in Japanese. And Insector Haga is just fun to say. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, Insector Haga. But then again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Did it in the English version to preserve the puns. $69 stars. Can I get a nice in chat? Woohoo. That was a really weak woohoo. I'm sorry, guys. I've had, like, congestion in my throat. Like, ask me a Pokemon character, tell you the name. Oh, you guys are so amazing. Thank you so much. A lot of Japanese media is influenced by Hollywood movies. I feel like that may be the reason why it worked so well. I mean, media from all over the world is just in an amazing cycle of inspiring one another. And it's something I have always appreciated. It's like the whole thing is like, I've never understood the weird idea of separating Japanese and non-Japanese developed RPGs. I mean, yeah, there are different stylistic trends and stuff like that, but it's like Dragon Quest came into being because Yuji Horii and freaking Chun loved Wizardry and Ultima so much that they wanted to bring a game like that to the Famicom. I just dropped my fucking controller. These Pro controllers are too expensive to drop. Just combine cartoon and anime. I don't care. Like, I don't care either. They're this, like, anime is just cartoons. Hell, in Japanese, if you go to the anime section, you'll find freaking SpongeBob and King of the Hill and Disney movies, because in Japanese, it's just... Anime is literally just the word animation. The English word shortened. It's just like, it's because in America, animation has a stigma. So they don't want to market it as cartoons. But yeah, like Dragon Quest was created because the original creators loved Ultima and Wizardry so much, and they wanted to put a game like that on Famicom. And then, like, so many modern games developed in America and Europe and stuff like that are inspired by Earthbound and Chrono Trigger. Hell, you can't scroll a single finger movement on Steam without hitting a game inspired by Earthbound or Chrono Trigger. I mean, you have stuff like Black Sigil, Blade of the Exiles. Hell, like, Dark Souls and Dragon's Dogma are definitely much more influenced by Western media. And then you have, like, you know, Ubisoft in, like, freaking, I think Montreal developed a Naruto game that's one of the best looking Naruto games of its generation, and it gets the style perfect. So it's like... You know, it's just like the arbitrary dividing lines are so bizarre to me. Yeah, I double checked it. Yeah, Naruto Rise of a Ninja, the Xbox 360 exclusive, is developed by Ubisoft Montreal. So a game for an American console based on a Japanese media property developed entirely in Canada. Okay, through the jet stream. I mean, we do be streaming. It is sequel too, yeah. The sequel's like really expensive. It's like $90 on the secondhand market. I actually have the first one, and I actually do want to stream it sometime. I have opinions about Naruto, the manga. Like, okay, opinions. The subtitle where I say that should have a capital O and then like a trademark beside the word opinions. Broken Bond was the sequel, by the way. But yeah, like, regardless of my feelings, Naruto video games tend to be like 95% of the time somewhere between pretty good and actually fantastic. Granted, part of that comes from, you know, being developed by CyberConnect 2, and CyberConnect 2 is just good at everything. They're just one of those development teams that they just ardently refuse to miss. Oh, speaking of, I just remembered this when I brought up CyberConnect. Let me go double check the date on this real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Monday. There's going to be an announcement on YouTube for something new that is a dot hack. It says new game project. February 16th on YouTube. Is going to be some kind of announcement. I don't know what. If it's a mobile game, I'm going to cry, but there's going to be some kind of dot hack announcement literally tomorrow. The thing is, like, I think Dragon Ball Z Kakarot sold something like 10 million copies. So I'm hoping, like, CyberConnect managing to get that much of a W. You know, like, Bandai Namco is like, okay, you guys can make the game you actually want to make. Check it out, we have a Vanish Cap here, which lets us go through this red metal grating. Ooh, look at me, I'm sand. And the thing is, this is the one time in the game you can get a Vanish Cap and a Metal Cap at the same time. Invisimetal! I got the wrong star, but I don't care because it was cool. Collect the caps. You found 70 power stars. The mystery of the endless stairs is solved. Oops. I'm sorry, guys. I surpassed the endless stairs before even showing them what they were. Sorry. Granted, it's one of the most famous things in Mario 64, so you guys probably already know, but oops, I wanted to show them off. I'm sorry, I Mario 64'd too hard, you guys. Please forgive me. Anyway, through the jet stream. God dang it, Kea. I'm sorry. Though even so, since this is based on the Japanese Shindo Paktayo version, the backwards long jump glitches are patched out anyway. Ring sacks. Ugh, I'm gonna Mario 64. That bitch is a wahoo! She's gonna meet Yaha! When she's bouncing on it and she's like, wahoo! Yee! Alternate universe where the word comes, replaced by Mario 64. I mean, considering some entire channels are dedicated to it, you'd think that was this universe for some people. Not judging. Would not be surprised if there's an actual sentence during the act somewhere in the world at least once. I just wanted a chance to do this again. The safe word is Mario 64. The Manta raised reward. Manta! Nobody's gonna get that reference. I wanna hang out with the Charge. Hello! Hello. Ooh, he's doing the Jaws thing! Hello, Charge. Okay, there's the Manta. You got your little Remoraid buddy with you? Wiggly rings. Those look like they taste like Jell-O, don't they? Like blue raspberry. You know blue raspberry isn't a flavor that exists in nature. It's entirely synthetic. Why would you put that right there? That's terrible. Your Markiplier's whistling. You close? Fun fact, I've never watched a Markiplier video. I think he's a pretty cool guy. I've just never really crossed my purview. No, I met a blue raspberry a month ago. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Maddie. Glad this is what I come back to. Now let's go get that 100 coin star. I don't know who... You don't know who Markiplier is? I'm not being sarcastic. I'm trying to think of what to describe. He got really popular in the early 2010s for doing a lot of Let's Play videos on Five Nights at Freddy's. He's also the person who's in charge of the Iron Lung movie. He's very, very popular and well-known, largely among Zoomers. He was one of the really big Let's Players. He's one of the few surviving Let's Players alongside, like, Game Grumps and Sugar Conroy. If you've ever seen a really handsome guy with a very well-kept beard and black hair doing, like, reactions to things, like he has a little reaction in the corner to something and it's, like, green-screened over stuff, that's Markiplier. He has a very deep voice, too. He's just really hot. Like, I am pretty sure that... Yeah, he definitely popped off when Five Nights at Freddy's came out, when it became a thing. So that's things like I've never really engaged with any of his content. I don't dislike him. Like I said, the few things I've seen of clips and memes and stuff, he seems really cool. But I'm much more on the shinky JRPGs, backlog battle, some call me Johnny side of YouTube. The Babe Ruthless and Jeremy Parrish and Guile Winquote side of YouTube. Didn't like him as a teen because he screamed too much. Really came around to him when he calmed down. Really ringing a bell, but I'm also out of touch. But you're not out of time. I'm sorry, I'm kidding, 7th. You can't be out of touch. It's not Thursday. This video is on for the rest of his days. It is meow. No, I feel like Markiplier's like popularity footprint is very much among the people born 2000 and later. Homies who ain't never seen a year that starts with a 1. Though, as somebody who was born in a year that starts with a 1, the idea of someone being born in 2000 and being 26 this year is kind of fucking with my brain. I don't like that. He only started Smash or Pass for Pokemon. I don't know if it was him because a lot of people did it at the same time. That'll never happen though, don't worry. Thanks. Born in 2000, turned 26 this year. Shh. No, Gusty, you are eternally 22 until the end of time. Chris, being born in a year with a 1. Look at the charted number. Haha, 1! No, I'm sorry, but my brain is living in an eternal screenshot of 2022. That's when time stopped. $100 coins, that's what I'm doing. Easily distracted, nice. fact that there are babies born after 9/11 is crazy to me, right? It's just like the World Trade Center gets bombed and everybody just stops fucking. Nah, I'm kidding. They just got much more responsible about condom usage. Remember the 3 C's, fellas. Consent, condoms, and clitoral stimulation. I'm really glad I don't try to monetize these videos on YouTube. Binkity-bink. No one can trade bodily fluids anymore that the building for it is gone.
Mr. President, they hit the cum building.
Either born before or lived enough to experience it at age 5. What is this conversation? This is just the normal for me. Mom, the game mouse is talking about sex again while people are trying to play video games and draw. Any idea how much I have to put a lid on my sense of humor so I don't lose my channel? I kind of had a feeling when you came to hang out here and continued coming back and didn't run away screaming, I'm like, okay, 7th is not only, I mean, like, I knew you were based, but you just, like, progressively become more based. Mommy, how are babies made? When the 10 tower collapsed. Oh, 1 tower is all it takes, baby. But they call the game Pandora's Tower because you don't even know what's going to come next. Also, play Pandora's Tower for Wii. It's a really good game. I mean, 2 isn't all that bad either. I'll take 2. Okay, where are these blue coins gonna spawn? Am I gonna regret pounding on this? Okay, right in front of me. Awesome, thank you, blue coins. Everybody say thank you, blue coins. 75, we're balling. Oh yeah. Shit, I fell in the water. Wait, shit, am I gonna be able to get to 100? I mean, there've gotta be 100 coins in the stage. Did I choose the wrong star? God damn it. Also, unfun fact, Super Mario Sunshine also has 100 coin stars. But unlike Super Mario 64, which Shine episode you choose can drastically alter the layout of the stage. So there are several different shines you can choose where there aren't 100 coins that spawn in the stage, making it literally impossible to get the 100 coin star on that specific shine episode. The game has zero indication of which episode will or won't have enough coins for that. Super Mario Sunshine is not a finished game. Honestly, though, like, Super Mario Sunshine is the lost levels of 3D Mario games derogatory. Are they cock-blocking us on getting coins? All right. Boink. Yeah. Oh yeah. Taking that pole the long way. You know, a thing that gets me is, like, in Super Mario World, you can climb, like, vertical grating instead of, because, you know, in this one you climb the horizontal grating and stuff like that. And when I first played Mario 64, I just assumed that you could just grab, like, the red grating like that and climb on it like you can in Mario World, but you can't. Only eaten one English muffin today.
Maddie.
Maddie, it is fucking 10:25 at night. What the fuck are you doing? Eat some food. I missed. Should have serious when her voice deepened. Just finished ovulating too. Shit. No, do not suck me like this. No, God fucking damn it. Oh, I am fucking livid. Like, I'm about to make an 50-minute long enjoyable video on playing the Pokemon games for the first time. That's how livid I am right now, with 3 Vs. Waiter, more random video game trivia, please. What a sentence. Okay, give me just a sec to rummage in my brain space for the video game trivia. Right after... the timing could not have been better. The mouse of the vacuum cleaner, rest in peace. It's okay, Guru. I'll make my way out eventually. If you hear an echoing sound, that's what it is. Now I have to get fucking with you. It's like... No, wait, I was about to make a reference, but it's actually a massive Trigun spoiler, so never mind. Makes a boom noise. I didn't forget about the trivia, Gusty. Give me just a sec, my brain's rolling. It's like the little buffering thing in YouTube when you have a bad Wi-Fi connection. That's what my brain is doing right now. Yeah, that's what it is, Maddie. No, wait, I don't need to go to the spooky place. I'm convinced Trigun is just about trans from the amount of fan art I saw. Read Trigun. It's really good. That's all I'll say. Every piece of media is, in a way. Literally cried. I'm sorry / you're welcome? Okay, I got one, give me a sec. Sonic CD is pretty infamously known for having a different soundtrack in the US, while Europe and Japan had the original soundtrack, and they made a different custom soundtrack for the US. CD's what? Maddie, that joke is nuts. But interestingly, the past versions of the stages actually have the same sound in both audio in both Japanese and English, because the past tracks for every stage are actually PCM audio generated internally by the Sega CD and Genesis, while the present and future tracks are all Red Book audio. So it was a lot more difficult to replace the PCM music tracks. Why is it a constant thing that happens? Because Oban Star Racer did the same thing for an American release. Marketing perceptions of American tastes. It's funny because pretty much everyone I know who's an American Sonic fan prefers the Japanese soundtrack. The American soundtrack isn't bad for any reason, but they basically went through the effort of changing it for nothing. It's the same thing with, like, Dragon Ball. The Z and GT portions have completely different soundtracks made specifically for the American version. GT's American soundtrack in particular is amazing because it is, like, the audio, like, purely filtered freaking mid-2000s edge. But yeah, I know Dragon Ball GT came out in, like, 1997 in Japan, but it didn't broadcast in America until, like, 2004. Got anything for me? Got a shell? Got a coin? There's some songs I like more in the US OST, but it's a two-cake situation. Like, yeah, the US OST for Sonic CD is still really good. It's just that, like, it was more or less changed for no reason. But I mean, they both exist. You might as well enjoy both. And, like, every release of Sonic CD since 2011 just lets you choose between which soundtracks you want on the fly, so... Unless you're talking about the Dragon Ball soundtrack, and in the case, also, I like both pretty well. Like, Shunsuke Kikuchi's score is iconic and has a really cool, like, old kung fu movie kind of vibe. But I do also like the, gosh, I think they're called, like, Spirit Bomb Production Team or something like that. I'm not calling it Bruce Falconer's score, because Bruce Falconer only composed, like, 2 fucking songs for the entire OST and took all the credit from the actual sound team. Homie really pulled a full-ass Tommy Tallarico. I hate that shit. Fuck you all, credit your artist. Not you all, the chat. I mean all the people who want to take credit for a whole team. Also, it is hilarious to me that, like, with the American Dragon Ball Z Cell theme, that one, like, fan remix basically completely supplanted the original to the point where a lot of people just are like, damn, the original's not as good. Give me coins, 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 coins. Give me all the coins. I love this music track, by the way. And I do actually unironically like Dragon Ball GT's American OST as well, even though it is not particularly fitting for the content. Fan Remix was on literally every yeah, it was everywhere. You could not escape it. For Oban's case, missing out the original Japanese opening, every part of the world but the US gets to experience. That happened a lot with the Tales of games as well. Though that one unfortunately did bleed over to Europe, where prior to Vesperia, prior to Abyss, instead of having any kind of, like, opening music that goes along with the action, it would just kind of play pretty generic Tales of sounding, like, world map kind of music with a little bit of, like, a spice of adventure kind of thing. In Tales of the Abyss, it basically had a cover of the song Karma, but it wasn't sung. It was like they just had like guitar riffs in the place of the like it had guitar riffs in the place of the vocals. And then for Tales of Vesperia, that was the first one to actually have like a lyrical song with the intro, though they did an English version of the song. And they did the English versions for most of the Tales games until Tales of Exilia, which came out in America in 2013. And that one, from then on, they just started using the Japanese song. I think the only exception is Arise, because there are both English and Japanese version of its opening theme, Hibana. It is a pretty sick-ass instrumental, like, I can't complain. It's just one of those Mandela effect things, because I have watched the, 14-year-old YouTube upload of the Japanese intro so many times that whenever I actually boot up Tales of the Abyss, I completely forget that it's like, oh yeah, that's the instrumental version. I need 10 more coins, you guys, and I'm terrified I'm gonna get sucked again. These docks are, in fact, dire. And the thing is, with the English versions of the Tales of songs, that is another, that is another two cakes situation for me, where it's like, close my legs. You're like Miroku from Inuyasha, but it ain't your hand. You just man spread a little bit, and it's like, wind tunnel! Have you not watched Inuyasha? Sorry, I forget that I'm fucking old. That, and I feel like, I don't think it's necessarily more popular in America, but it's considered much more of a staple series in America because it aired on Adult Swim. Like the Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho, Inuyasha, Lupin the Third was like peak Adult Swim. Fuck. I need to be an adult and swim out of the— No, God fucking damn it. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. No, I'm kidding. Open them. It's okay, Guru. I can forgive you. Who knew getting sucked could feel so demoralizing? I mean, the problem is, it's like, the suck is happening, and like, I almost had it, I was almost there, and then you just get, like, thrown out. And I'm just left soaking wet, wishing I could finish. Talking about Inuyasha, I feel bad. No, it's okay. No, I was just referencing, like... No, I forget that, to me, and a lot of the people that are around my age group that I interact with that are also nerds, the experience of watching Adult Swim, like I said, Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Lupin the Third, the Red Jacket series. Like, that's such a universal thing for people in the range of my age, staying up way too late to watch those and stuff, that, like, I forget that not everybody experienced that. Because, you know, pretty much everybody born like 1995 and earlier kind of has that kind of memory, is like a core memory with like anime and stuff. I'm back with a sandwich so you don't make Guru go feral. Guru can go feral on her own. She doesn't need help. Either stayed up for it or accidentally woke up halfway through a block. Like, there is nothing more 2002 than waking up at like 3:55 a.m. to Bokutachi wa. Version that was Jetix with Digimon. Aw. In America, the first two Digimon series were actually on a Fox Kids, like a Fox Saturday morning thing called the Fox Box. Well, originally it was just called Fox Kids, but they changed it to the Fox Box in the early 2000s. Everyone in that specific age bracket can relate to. That's one of the things. Like, that was, I think Pokemon and then the early 2000s anime boom were like one of the last big things in the like the last universal experiences before the internet kind of became a standard part of everyday. Okay, the shark does hurt you, confirmed. Because like there aren't as many, I feel like, universal cultural touchstones anymore, just on the fact that like the internet makes it much easier to sort into a group. So there really isn't as much like universally applied culture in regions, but it's like, it's interesting though, because yeah, shark got hands. Well, the one in Super Mario Land does, that one didn't. Which, like, it has its upside though, because the thing is with the internet and everybody kind of being able to go into groups, it also keeps things from dying out. Because, you know, people still care a lot about Super Mario 64 30 years later. And, you know, like, there are a lot of things that probably would have died out of the public consciousness if not for groups of dedicated people who absolutely love it coming together. I mean, hell, if not for the internet and dedicated people who love things, I wouldn't have most of my friends. Hell, probably not any of them, because if it weren't for Miiverse, I would not have friends, because that's where I met Kubi and Maddie and Snack Bandit Kyle, and those were the axis at which I met even more people through my interests and hobbies and things that I love. Something I talk a lot with a friend a lot, the kind of communal experiences really don't exist. I feel like the only thing that came close was like in the early 2010s when like the entire universe was momentarily obsessed with Flappy Bird. Not Flappy Bird, Angry Birds. But I think that's because the entire world was enraptured in the fact that smartphones were new and cool. Yeah, like, wouldn't be having this conversation, exactly. Also, really fun fact, for some weird reason, I was like, when Angry Birds was like super duper popular, I really liked a lot of the merchandise with the pigs on it. Like, I never really played it aside from a little bit because it came free on my mom's Kindle. But like, I really liked the pigs and their designs. So I have like random stuff that my mom bought for me, including a journal that, according to what I wrote in the front, my mom bought it for me in 2013, and I am still using it to write down random stuff about like some of the games I'm playing and working on. The pigs are cute, yeah. Wouldn't know where I'd be without you and everybody else. I mean, honestly, same. But Angry Birds, come to think of it. Well, okay, fun fact. One of the series' most mocked releases is actually something that helped with preservation. Because it felt a little ridiculous at the time, because when Angry Birds first came out, it was 99 cents. and most of the other games were 99 cents or $1.99. This is back when smartphone games were just regular games you bought with money. Not, gambling rings with hot anime girls. So if you ever want to give Angry Birds a try, and it actually is a lot of fun if you want like a fun little puzzle game, there is a game for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, 3DS, and Wii U called Angry Birds Trilogy that has Angry Birds 1, 2, and Rio. Rio was actually delisted because of licensing stuff because it was a tie-in to the movie Rio. But yeah, it's a fun little physics-based puzzler with cute character designs. So it is definitely worth a try. Usually you can get discs of the Angry Birds trilogy for dirt cheap now. The reason why it was mocked is because when it first came out, it was published by Activision, and it was $50 for 3.99 games. But interestingly, that has flipped around to being very inexpensive and a wonderful piece of preservation. Yes, the Angry Birds trilogy originally released at $49.99. It also has some other weird things. For example, the Wii U version came out before the Wii version. Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, it was mocked at the time. Like, why would you spend $50 when you could buy this for $1 on your phone? And, like, valid. But now you can get a disc for, like, between $8 to $20, depending on which version. I think the Wii U version's the most expensive. I think, like, for the 360 or PS3, it's, like, $10, $12 on eBay for a complete copy. So now, if you ever want to try Angry Birds, that is the best way to do it. It also got unfortunately currently delisted, release for the PlayStation 3 and PSP for like, I think $5.99 or $6.99. That was the original version, but content complete. Mock voice is ASMR effect on my brain. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. It's funny because I used to do that voice as one of my like kind of joke voices long before I ever knew of the foot lettuce guy. It's just kind of one of those coincidental things. The funny thing about foot lettuce guy is that's just how he talks. It's not supposed to be a voice. And it's funny because like he never found his voice anything unusual until people on the internet pointed it out. It's another thing like with, it's not a very big YouTube channel, but he does a lot of content with like cool, obscure Nintendo stuff. I think his name's Pojr, P-O-J-R. And he sounds like he's putting on a YouTube voice, but then like when you hear him just talking to people normally in podcasts and stuff, that's just how he talks. Though speaking of YouTube voice, and I'm not trying to hate on anybody because some of my favorite creators do this, but there's this weird thing with people born from like 1998 and later where they cannot pronounce the word adaptation. I don't know why, but so many younger millennials and Zoomers pronounce the word pronounce it as adaption. And it drives me crazy on two levels because, you know, that's not how that's spelled. But it also drives me crazy in the fact that, coincidentally, adaption is a proper word that means the same thing as adaptation. It's just been antiquated since the early 1900s. Never heard anyone say it like that. Oh, I hear it all the time. If you go to certain YouTube video essays, it is all over the place. And the thing is, like, there is at least one person who had manually added closed captions, which is wonderful. I have super huge respect to anyone who adds closed captions and stuff to their YouTube videos. And the closed caption said adaptation, and he pronounced it adaption. Just mouth kiss the English language because I'm so tired. Being said, many general people my age write shit on when I want to die. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but it's one of those things that makes me go like, "Ugh," whenever I hear it. Like I said, the fact that it's technically accidentally correct somehow makes it bother me even more. I have a ton of videos I need to transcribe for closed captions. You know, I must talk much more clearly than I think, or than I think I do. I definitely talk more clearly than I think. My brain's a jumble. But I probably talk more clearly than I think I do because I was actually watching one of my VODs on YouTube. Mostly to I always go double check sound quality, make sure things came out the way I wanted to. And, you know, sometimes if there's anything I want to maybe clip for compilations I want to do later. Stuff like that. And, I was actually watching through a part with the closed captioning on because I had the volume on because I was watching it at work. And almost all of the caption, like the auto-generated closed captions, were fairly accurate to what I said. And I'm like, hey, I guess I do speak pretty clearly.
Slacker spotted.
Ah! They pay me by the hour, not by the effort. Yay, I'm glad. Like I said, I feel like half the shit I say comes off as like an incomprehensible jumble sometimes. Of course, I have been working on my voice training, so I feel like my FIM voice is more clear than it used to be, for sure. Okay, gotta try really hard not to get sucked into the mega pussy this time. Slacker, but it said like Slayer. Slayers? Lena Inverse? Where the hell are the last 4 coins? Come on, coins, where are you? Come to me, pretty little coins. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. Just kidding, I need to pay my bills. Ah! Well, there've got to be 4 more coins in here, right? Not saying I want a CEO, but if I do, pay my bills maybe? Yeah? Distribute the wealth and seize the means of production, perhaps? No, 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 let's not drown to death. I'm an independent woman, but...
My bills.
Oh, to have a CEO partner that you drain all the money out of and they mysteriously end up dead after drinking coffee that you made them. I didn't make that coffee. I don't know where he got it. I always told him he needs to cut down, but why the fuck are
Bruh.
You know what? Whatever. I got the star. Sailor V. Why would there be coins up here? Well, whatever. There were coins up here. I got the coins. We got the star. We all lived happily ever after. No, I don't want an autopsy. If he looks like the manhwa characters, I might not kill him. Well, you see, the thing is, like... In fiction, you know, these CEOs are like, gosh, I am incredibly handsome and have a huge penis and I'm in amazing physical shape and I have all this money, but I'm so lonely, so incredibly lonely. I hope a nerdy, shy, poor girl in her early to mid-20s would like me, but who would love a wretch like me, a wealthy, handsome, well-hung wretch? Also, they can be made good, yeah. The sandwich didn't stop her. There's no stopping her. You know, there's this old thing I heard. I was thinking of looking at the 100 on the 100 coins. And I don't know if it's true, but I heard this thing like the reason that the slang term the loo is for the bathroom is that the bathrooms in hotels in Britain used to always be room 100. Not sure if that's actually true, but that'd be kind of neat. I love me some slang history. Like I said, I don't know if that's actually true, but I've heard it from a few places. Fictional characters haven't damned thousands, if not more, to a torturous, poverty-riven existence. Sounds kind of plausible. I think so. Okay, we have rocked that dock. Now we can go up to the top floor. It's true because an internet lady told me. Would a gay mouse on the internet lie to you? No, I'm far too neurodivergent to lie to people. Oh, hi, Fallow, playing The Binding of Isaac Rebirth Plus. Why would you lie to us on the internet? That's just mean. It's valid and morally clean to believe everything you see and hear online. Well, remember, if a human said it, then it might not be true. But if it was generated by a machine, it's 100% factual. Thanks, Mario. The castle's recovering its energy as you retrieve power stars. You chased Bowser right out of here onto the area ahead. Oh, by the way, you're collecting coins? Special stars get... Dyslexia. Special stars appear when you collect 100 coins in each of the 15 courses. I apologize, this toad was also Meowth, who is also voiced by a trans woman. Heyo. Please talk to me. Thanks to the power of the stars, life is returning to the castle. Please, Mario, you have to give Bowser the boot. Here, let me tell you a little something about the castle. In the room with the mirrors, if you look carefully for anything that's not reflected in the mirror, and when you go to the water town, you can flood it with a high jump into the painting. Oh, by the way, look what I found. Super Mario 74. Also, I like that some of the toads have stars because I like the idea that, like, you know, the toads weren't just, like, whimpering and running around in a panic. Like, some of them actually tried to stash some stars. Oh, sweet. Bob-omb Battlefield. Ow. Why would you betray me, Bob-omb Battlefield? Oh, sweet. Cool Mountain. Ow. Whimpering. Being baitable. You know how the old saying goes, don't shake the cake if you don't want to get bread. That's the downstairs door. Yeah. Side-eyeing. The Super Mario-essie. See, you can actually see the camera Lakitu. I always thought this mirror room was really cool because, like, you gotta keep in mind, Super Mario 64 was one of the first games with a independently controllable camera. So they actually, I think it was really clever to, face reveal! I think it was really clever to take the idea of personifying the camera into an actual separate character you're controlling also. Because it helps kind of get the concept in your head of, like, camera control as an idea. Hi, Dox, damn it. Time to dox him. He's being doxed. There's a snow over there, but not over there. But I don't feel like playing that level right now. It's already 11. I'm probably going to wrap it up soon. Let's do 1 star in the next course. Tall Mountain. Actually, with these, I don't remember what the order is. This is number 12. Oops. Oh, well, we're doing them out of order. I kind of like Tall Mountain. I just actually wanted to polish it off with a clean 75 stars. That one. We're out here yahooing. Hey Mario, what website did you use to make your first email address? Me too. Oh hey, it's a Chuckya. Guess what he does? Thrown and blown. Moist. Did I just send a friend 3 lengthy descriptions to help them pick out their very first Pokemon game for Switch and also overall? Yes. Oh, to be thrown and blown. Then I'll take a nap and eat a scone. Wait, do people actually know what scones are? They're really good. I was not paying attention and I falled. That's right, the one up in this corner respawns, so I just have infinite lives. The British is gatekeeping, so I don't know what a scone is. Well, you typed scorn. I know what scorn is. Oh, that reminds me of something. Have you guys ever heard of the game Typing of the Dead? It is so fucking funny. Because, like, okay, there's a Sega-published series of light gun games developed by M2 called House of the Dead. You shoot zombies. It has really painful English voice acting. Like, it makes Resident Evil's voice acting look like high art. And the thing is, the light gun games are really good, and they actually made, it originally came out for Dreamcast, but it is available on Steam, a game that is a typing tutor that is basically a port of House of the Dead 2, but instead of shooting the enemies with a light gun, you type on a keyboard, and the sentences the game has for you are fucking hilarious. Finger of Scorn is one of my personal favorites. But my all-time favorite in the game is one of the bosses. Has you type out the full sentence here. This game contains scenes of violence and gore. It is only intended for mature audiences. If you are under the age of 17, please play this game with your eyes closed. Also, a scone is kind of like an American biscuit. It's made from flour and butter, usually. Depending on the region, usually American scones are tend toward more sweet stuff. Usually they're with blueberries baked in. British scones tend to be a little bit more savory, but they're basically a biscuit treat. Like I said, the ones they usually find have blueberries baked in and are usually topped with some kind of icing. But even so, they're not as sweet as stuff like Cinnabon or cakes, so they go really good with coffee. My mom was a pretty big scone fan. Though scone fan sounds like I'm trying to cover up some kind of, like, weird curse word or something by pronouncing it wrong. It's fucking scone fan over here. Hopefully with biscuit gravy. Hi, Cole. How are you today, you lovely biscuit, on this beautiful Sunday evening? When do I reveal I know what a scone is? You don't. I'll never know you know. Oh no, you'll never know. Also, Guru, I'm just making sure you know. When I read that, what is a scone? I imagined that one part in Metal Gear Solid 4 of Old Snake with like his head back and his shoulders out and his arms out in frustration. Like with that as the word bubble. Get boinged. Shit. Waterfall. Monkey. Hello, monkey. He's scratchy. He does tricks. I think I'm going to die in this house. Sausage gravy. More like sausage gravy. Grab a monkey. Ookiki, wakikiki, ha! I snagged it. It's mine. Hee hee. Get back here with my hat. Ah, let go. You're choking me. I've been framed. The cap? All right, take it. It's a cool cap, but I'll give it back. I think it looks better on me than it does on you, though. Eekiki. A sussy gravy is just, yeah. A sage saw this gravy? Yeah. Who do you think is grating the gravy? Without a grate, it's just V. And I really don't feel like a fighting style with summoning beasts right now. High winds ahead. Pull your cap down tight. If it blows off, you'll have to find it on this mountain. Boy, I am just getting blown and sucked all day. I'm gonna be sore. Ow, balls! First threat of being blown, then balls to my face. It really is a normal Sunday. Damn it! Okay, gotta stomp on these Goombers to get some coins. Like I've said before, Mario, you know, he's from Brooklyn, so he has the American healthcare system. He skips the middleman and just shoves money directly in his wounds. The beasts summon themselves anyway. Yeah. This fucking guy. Ready? Ah. It lets me go. Yeah. I just wanted to get the skronk sound again. Picking up coins on beat. Oh yeah. I feel a little bad wrapping up when like Cole just got here, but I am very tired. And I do not really have the energy to play any more levels. We got a lot of stars today. We got a lot done. Oh yeah, that's right. I always forget that this is in the Super Mario collection. Big sleepy mouse, that's me. And like, there's nothing wrong with this menu, but it always feels a little uncanny because it just does not match the tone of the games at all. It doesn't really feel like a very Nintendo-y menu. It's very like modern gamey. Suck the energy. I got sucked so hard I'm exhausted. Just like so much. The wind tunnel pussy really takes it out of you. I do like that they actually have like a full instruction manual thing of all the stuff you can do. Triple jump while running BBB. BBB. Breaststroke. Yep, that's how you stroke breast, guys. You mash the B button. So sorry for my friend. They wanted to get Legends ZA, but none of their favorite Pokemon are in the game. See, thing is, like, my favorite Pokemon are, like, Mawile, Talonflame, Greninja, Raichu, Meowstic. Like, granted, I'm a Kalos baby. Legends ZA is freaking made for me. I mean, I played Pokemon since the very beginning, like, since Red and Blue. And I have, like, never missed a single game. But, X and Y means the world to me. Arcanine, no Ponyta, no Vulpix. I guess they're a Fire-type trainer. Pokemon's Glaceon. Oh, Glaceon's actually really good in the competitive meta for, like, ZA Online. I mean, I guess a lot of people probably haven't seen the Mario 3D collection before. But yeah, you can play English for the US, you can play the PAL version, also French, Deutsch, and Nihongo. Got Mario Sunshine, which has all of the above, plus Espanol and Italiano. Mario Galaxy have 10 languages. I didn't even know there were that many languages. That's crazy. This has French and Canadian French. There was actually a bit controversy with Super Mario Galaxy's French-Canadian localization because it had some of the characters, like the Toads, speaking in a Joie dialect, which is an interesting kind of like French-English hybrid, kind of like Spanglish. But culturally in Canada, it's largely associated with poor education. I don't necessarily think that's the case. It's just a dialect after all. but there was some controversy from some like busybodies about the dialect being used in a Mario game. Where's normal? Never met him. I remember when you could rank games? I mean, you still can. GameFly is still in business. Is renting games how I tried out Eternal Sonata. Eternal Sonata is so freaking good, dude. Gosh, the game is so gorgeous. It's like, playing Eternal Sonata makes me sad that so many other Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 games chose to be fugly. Oh, sweet, we can play Galaxy in Korean, you guys. I'm kidding, I can barely read the Hangul alphabet. Mario Sunshine bought that time because I remember renting the game. Yeah, the cool thing with the 3D collection is you actually have the full soundtracks for every single game. Because that's what I usually start the stream on, because I love the music for Mario 64. The Nintendo 64 system gave this Mario adventure a more realistic instrumental sound than any prior game in the Super Mario series. The soundtrack enhanced play experiences with arrangements that smoothly transitioned between each 3D space. When Flynn and Vesperia got a Sifo outfit, I thought that was super cool. I mean, that kind of seems to be the, not necessarily tragic, but that seems to kind of be the fate of smaller IPs that are adjacent to a more popular one, is they just kind of get absorbed into the more popular IP. Kind of like how stuff like Rival Schools and, oh, hey, we have that on point now. But no, like how Rival Schools and Darkstalkers have just kind of been absorbed into Street Fighter at this point. I will give Capcom credit, at least with the Legacy collections and stuff they've been putting out. Oh wait, it's still playing the Mario 64 music. It's like, because whatever music track you choose, it'll actually keep playing over the menu. Oh, look, you guys get to look at my freaking Switch thing on stream. It's crazy. It's weird because, like, I'm so used to streaming stuff through, like, my emulators and stuff that I forget I can just, like, when I have naked! When I have the capture card hooked up, it's just like, I can just do anything. Ooh, Game Boy. Hell yeah. See, you guys can look at Super Mario Land 2's sick-ass box art with a punchy shark. It's crazy to me that Super Mario Land 2 and Wario Land 3 were, like, among the first games added to, the Game Boy Online thing. Like, they were literally among the first. It took them like 6 months to put Super Mario Land 1 on there, and the original Wario Land is still not on here, neither is Wario Land 2. What the hell is going on? A GE? Like, the refrigerator? Yeah, like, that's the wonderful thing is, like, I will definitely, a lot of the games you see on here, I am probably going to stream at some points. I don't know, I do be playing some Game Boy. Ooh, maybe we can learn German together through Link's Awakening. I didn't know fridges could have political beliefs. Also, Kirby's Tilt and Tumble is such a brilliant re-release because this is its first ever re-release. Gargoyles is me. You should watch the show Gargoyles Guru. You'd probably have a thing for Xantos and Goliath, honestly. But this is Kirby's Tilt and Tumble's first re-release because it was originally released on Game Boy Color, and it had a little gyro thing in the Game Boy Color cartridge, and by tilting the Game Boy Color, it would actually like do the stuff in the game. Yeah, I'm really glad, like Seven said, I'm glad they kept going with Game Boy stuff. I was also afraid after 3DS because Nintendo, for whatever reason, the people who make some of the decisions get really rigid ideas in their head, and I was afraid that, like, oh, we can only re-release the handheld games on the handheld, and we can release the console games on the console, and it's just like, and they never let them touch tips or anything like that. Because I always thought it was weird that, like, you know, they put NES and Super Nintendo stuff on 3DS eventually, but why couldn't they have put those Game Boy games also on Wii U? Do you remember having feelings? Show the Kirby right back at you.
I need a monster to clobber that there Kirby.
That's what we do best here at NME. Make sure you get it with the money back guarantee. But no, the cool thing with Kirby's Tilt and Tumble is that, like, it uses the gyro in either the Pro Controller or the Joy-Cons. You need to rewatch that show. It's so good. Even though it has almost nothing to do with the actual video games, which is crazy because the original Kirby creator, Masahiro Sakurai, worked directly on the show and did a lot of the writing. But yeah, because the thing is with Kirby's Tilt and Tumble, it was difficult to play on anything besides an actual Game Boy Color. Because if you play it on a Game Boy Advance SP, the controls will be inverted because the cartridge is inserted upside down, which doesn't matter for 99% of games, but it makes it borderline impossible to play on a GBA SP. I mean, you can technically play it in a GameCube's Game Boy player. You probably shouldn't. Get on the classic GBA, yeah. But the thing is, like, there's no way until now to play this game on a backlit screen at all. Stop me! I'm not gonna stop you. Like I said, I won't stop you, but I won't recommend it. Also, Seventh Force video yesterday really makes me want to play the Game Boy version of Battle Arena Toshinden. The art style for the chibis in that game is just so peak. It's so bright and expressive. I don't know why, but, like, the artist went so hard with the expressions and character designs for, like, the chibi versions of fighting games in the late 90s and early 2000s. Like, I absolutely adore the way that, like, the Neo Geo Pocket Color, like, SNK versus Capcom and stuff like that look. I feel a little bit dirty. You guys can see my entire Switch menu. Don't look. And by don't look, I mean cover your eyes with your hands, but, like, kind of glance through your fingers that aren't all the way together. There you are. All the time. Literally doing that. Oh, hell yeah, Rocket Knight. Yes, I got the physical release of the Rocket Knight collection. Let's just go ahead and reset for now. I'm not too worried. Like, it's been a little while since I played this, but yeah. One thing I love with this is that, okay, not only does it show an actual Neo Geo on, like, the Pocket Color on screen. Okay, JP, shh. And you can reprogram the buttons, but here's the thing. If you play the Switch in handheld mode, and you actually have the thing to display like this, where it shows the whole pocket color, you can use the touch screen to click the buttons and move the stick and play with full touch controls. People are going to be so confused if they click on a Mario 64 stream and see, like, freaking SNK versus Capcom. Oh, Kyo. Remember when SNK tried to make you the mascot? Collection is literally the only way to play these games in multiplayer outside of OG hardware. Not even regular homebrew animation. Leona's pose is sending me. Yeah, well that's back when Nazis were like a mythological thing that was like, oh yeah, these are stupid and evil, let's all make fun of them, instead of, you know. Yeah, it is amazing how faithful this all feels to the actual games, like the original games and stuff. Leggy kick. Recently watched the Jojo Rabbit. I'm so giggly about that. As a German, I find it baffling. As an American, I find it baffling. Considering that, like, in my formative years, like, aside from, like, zombies and aliens, Nazis were pretty much the universal go-to evil thing that everyone hates and that you should punch and kill. No offense to anyone in Germany, but you know what I mean. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to dox everybody. I just like checking on the homies and seeing what they're playing. Oh, the tables got turned. I don't want to think about it. Oh, damn. Which part? Everyone will know our social security numbers. Pictures of my ZA file for my buddy to convince them further. Okay, weird thing. For some reason, the PAL version of Mario 64 doesn't say press start on the screen. It just says start. No, wait, shit. I'm not far enough. Super Mario 64 at 50 hertz, baby. Oh, yeah. I fucking love when my games are 12.5% slower. Doxing bit. My house to the ground. See, guys, I'm still technically playing Mario 64. It's weird because the 4x3 is compressed in a different way. I know why the 4x3 is compressed in a different way. It's because PAL TVs have a different fucking aspect ratio slightly. I wanted to show off the endless staircase, but I'm not far enough in this playthrough of Mario 64.
It's me, Mario.
See, this one says press start. Oh, I thought it was farther in this one. More like endless disappointment. I'm sorry, I've started up so many Super Mario 64s, I don't always remember where I am in all of them. It's so fucking funny. I went 1, 2, 4, and then right into Lethal Lava Land. Girl, what were you cooking? Okay, so I don't have enough to open that one. Damn it. Okay, so I guess I'm going to, like, undercook this save file a little bit so I can get to the other door without actually getting 70 stars. ADHD. It is ADHD. Like, do this save file for a little while without actually getting 70 stars. So I can, I lost my train of thought. So I can show you guys the endless staircase. So I need to probably get like 50 or something, or 30. I don't know. 30. The door literally just said 30, Micaiah. The door said 30. Okay, yeah, it's 11:30. I am losing my ability to brain, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, playing Super Mario 64 with me. That could be 50. That's maybe. Good night, everybody. Bye. Bye. Goodbye. Game over. Yeah.